Is bum. This is loud. So it's into the void. Now me girls. I'll set it at that level. Lower this down a little bit more. Do. Hello, welcome back. God, I hope it was fast. Here, I'll show you how I set up my stuff. You know, you were asking about the reactive image. I'll do that real quick. At least I do it through normal OBS anyway. I'm just gonna move on my main monitor, so you'll see some OBS inception, but that's okay. We'll hide Warframe real quick. We'll put main monitor. Oh yeah. So I have it set up as a browser right here. This is everyone I have set up for it currently. And when you go on the properties, you can kind of see the picture and everything light up when I speak. On the URL, I go to the Discord or streamkit.discord.com/overlay, I guess. But it's probably just a streamkit.discord. I seem to probably have to log into OBS if I remember right. You can do it through Streamlabs too, but I do it through this Streamkit, which is pretty much Streamlabs. And then when I go to widget, I choose the server in the voice chat, and then I just copy this link that it gives me down here directly into the URL. I set the width and height to my OBS for what I'm streaming out and rendering as. And then I just have this giant custom CSS in here where it says li.voice-state not data react, and then the ID, and this is the Discord ID. So you have to enable developer mode on Discord. So you can copy your ID or someone else's ID, and then content URL, you put in someone else's, you put in a PNG image that was sent on Discord right here, and then you can choose one right here as well for reactive. And then that's about it, really. It's a lot of complicated text, but I can add that to the description of the stream afterwards if you want to directly copy and paste that. I can add that to the stream afterwards. Let me do that and that and that. There we go. But yeah, if you want the full CSS, because that's like the complicated that's the complicated part of it. Yeah, you just copy the user's Discord ID, make sure everyone's in the correct voice channel, and then set up 2 images. Hello, Cubic. How are you? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do leveling wise? I might as well level because there's the event affinity booster. Yeah, this is my Gauss from the last Warframe stream in the thumbnail. Yes, Tenogen skin. I don't remember who made it. That's upgrade. Appearance. 70 platinum off relics. Not bad at all. I feel like I find selling relics more worthwhile than selling prime parts. Myself, anyway. Yeah, Gauss, Agito, by Reku. Yeah, makes sense. Looks like a Reku skin for sure. David Nero's for Octavia Prime, I assume? Because you're talking about relics. Appearance. Some Sporothrix. My Sporothrix build, I bet, is horrendous. Can't imagine how bad my Stradivar is, too. A lot of these are old builds I did a long while ago. I guess this is the newer weapon. What's this have? Not good enough for me. I'll add that to the list of to do later. What's Stalt out? What do you have? Yeah, I think that this one's gonna need reworked. I don't think this is a very good build. No Octavia Easter colors? Yes, it is fairly Eastery color, isn't it? Snuffy Uwu, which... Yeah, Snuffy Uwu. Old Snuffy name. And I got Snuffy, Snuffed Scuffy and Snuffed Scuffy. I got the VTuber guns. This one sucks if I remember right, though. These two, if I remember right, were actually pretty decent. That's the great thing about this. You can name your guns after VTubers now. There's so many VTubers. Literally, I could have every primary in the game named after a VTuber. A completely different one too. That's the crazy thing. Yes, Snuffy is my absolute life in this world. Alright, Stalta, I believe you're gonna need some rework. Efficiency of Demo survival for the Octavia. Oh, yeah. Viral heat. Go test this one out real quick. I don't remember how my Stalta performs. So let's go see how it performs. I don't remember. It performs decent enough. I don't mind. It's not good enough for Star Chart and sorties probably, but I don't know how my Stalta is going to perform against against higher levels. I never fight higher levels though. What am I here? Yeah, I like to make my highlight videos and stuff on it. I'm not the biggest fan of just watching like 15-second videos over and over again, so I like to make it the highlight video. But yeah, how many guilds can one, like clans, can one person be in? For Warframe more. Oh god, I forgot how fast. Go to my Harrow. Harrow. You consider high level. Whatever the max level this game lets me spawn in. So 180. I mean, I fought way higher than 180, but if it does decent against the highest enemy I can level enemy I can spawn in, that's all I care about. I guess. Yeah, that it didn't do great. It's been a while since I used this. If I replaced, how much better would this be? Get rid of Prime Shred. Boink! For Primed Bayonet. Technically Corrupted, because that's a Corrupted, but I would do Grenier. Do the clans drop things? No, I mean you farm stuff in the clans, but that's about it. Shadowvar with crit riven. Definitely fires a lot slower, but way more damage. I think that's why I originally had the fire rate on there. A lot of things you could do with this, but this is good enough for me. I'm going to swap to Bane of Grenier because I only really fight Grenier. Stradivar. Speaking of Stradivar, this is the regular Stradivar. What is this build? Oh, old build is what this is. Let's... I don't even care what I do anymore. Bam. There we go. Viral Heat with some slash, Vital Point, Prime Shred. That'd probably be replaced with Bane of Corrupted. The Wisp 1 mod. I don't think I have. Have a good one, Typhoon. Give me another guy. Not the greatest, but I mean that was on auto. Oh yeah, it just sent me an auto. Eh. Oh god. Why does my gun look like that? What about Stradivar Prime? What did I do on you? Are you good or bad? Oh yeah, from the new augment, right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. What is a good normal frame? I guess good frames kind of depend on what you're doing. I like to use Loki for almost everything, though. Zooge is the hunter munitions, viral heat. Oh, I can only imagine. I'm going through and redoing all my builds and putting builds on the normal variants. I got a build on the Soma, but no build on the Soma Prime. Or like, I have a build on the Strun Wraith, but not on the Strun. I'm going through and doing everything and refixing all my builds. So when I get to Zooge, I'll definitely probably do that. Hello, how are you? Oh god. I don't want corrosive anymore on this weapon because they completely changed stuff since I last used this weapon. I do have heavy caliber. I would personally probably rather have corrupted temporarily. Yeah, this is doing. Cerberus Prime for most stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't used Cerberus in a while though. Now, how does this perform in comparison with the heavy caliber? Because it says it has higher damage, but blah 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 blah. You know how this game goes. I'm wondering how my old builds are doing nowadays. I mean, it's definitely more inaccurate, but I don't really care about the difference between the two. Good enough for me. I don't care about having a serious build. Oh god, this is gonna be absolutely horrendous of a build here. What's my Strun Ribbon? I didn't even know I owned one. Damage, reload speed, minus slash. You're stuck with Volt, yes. My personal favorite frame is Loki. Because you can do so much with Loki just by base default builds, but it's really hard to say there's a just good frame in general for everything. Yeah, Rhino's not too bad, but I get... Every time I've played Rhino in the past, I've just fallen asleep while playing him. Not gonna lie. What does this one have? 7.5 crit and 5 status. What did I do on my Strun Wraith? This is no doubt horrendously bad. Yeah, this is bad. That's really bad. Yeah, Wisp is super good too. This is just kind of broken due to having a secondary hit for arrow. Okay. I haven't used Zooge in a while, and when I started going through all my builds, I used to use the Attica a lot. But that was before I started doing this before the Attica, or before 100 Munitions came out. So I gotta go I gotta fix so many builds. Some of these are really bad. Some of these I don't even know what to do with. Just throw that on there, good enough. May actually go to... Oh, you like my Harrow, eh? Yeah, I like my Harrow too. I have a few decent fashion frames and a few absolutely horrendous ones. I got a few mods. Only a few. I'm gonna open up here. I'm gonna move my mic. Yeah. Go right here. Perfecto. Oh, I don't have all the amalgams. I still need to get some of them too, but even with the amalgams, I don't really use them. So I'm not like too worried about trying to get the amalgams. Alright, so obviously I got my Riven, I got multi-shot, I got damage. Let's get elements on here. Toxic, frigid. Or do I not want frigid? I could do, once I would do the healing one. What does Harrow do? Harrow, he has a few abilities. He can chain enemies to the ground. That's all I really use him for. But he can also hit himself, and like I think when you get headshots, it either heals and like I think it heals you, and then it increases the ability duration and stuff like that. He's pretty good if you're good at headshots, though. The companions you have. Mine is the helmet. I have all of the companions. But yeah, the amalgams are kind of in betweens. Like shotgun spaz, fire rate, and revive speed. They're not as good as the base mod, but they give you a bonus effect as well on top of the base mod. They're not quite as good as base, but they do the other stuff. What's that cold one? Why am I not browsing right past it? Killing, reload, where are ya? That's why it's a 5 drain. See, I could do chilling reload for cold and reload speed, but my Riven already gives me reload speed. I'm not worried about that. We'll really use Death Cube Prime. I don't really use any companions, not gonna lie. I honestly don't use any of them. I mean, I could, but I've just never been... I've never been bothered with them, I guess you could say. Let's do that. No. Just Scattering Inferno. I've never been bothered with companions too much. I have like a lot of, like, I have a build on like every frame and stuff. Like I have 9 Najas that all have Forma. Just normal Najas that all have completely different builds, and then my Naja Prime. Like I have a build on every different primary in the game, build on every different secondary, build on every melee. But when you look at my companions, like Carrier Prime, it's just unformed, untouched. It's just I don't use Sentinels. I only use Sentinels very rarely, and even then I don't use them a lot. Look at my dog. Naja is one of my favorite frames. Not my favorite frame, but Naja was super easy to get 9 of in craft. So I crafted 9 different Najas. How many rhinos do I have right now? Rhino is one of my least favorites. I understand why people like him, but it bores me. Ooh, 100 form of Naja Prime. That'd be fun. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. You have, yeah. Then 10 Najas with primes, different builds. Yeah, these are all 9 different Najas with their own different builds. Now, I did these builds before they reworked Naja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 Valkyrs, 2 Valkyr primes, you know. Necros. I got Necros post. Or, not post. Pre-Demos. Damn, post. I got Necros Prime, like, 2 days after he came out. Orbiter. Yeah, I love Naja. Naja's a lot of fun. Here, I'll bring Naja. I usually play Naja when I power level now. Usually if I'm gonna go leveling, I bring Naja or Loki. Bring Naja Prime. Yeah, I remember everything pre-Demos, because Demos is fairly new, so... Naja's a lot of fun. Probably one of my favorites. This one doesn't have all the Naja abilities, but Firewalker, you leave a trail of fire behind you. Blazing Chakram can, increase damage vulnerability. And when you kill enemies, they drop a health orb and an energy orb, and you can teleport to it. Warding Halo is kind of like your Iron Skin. And then the 4th ability is Divine Spears, where you just impale enemies with spears and leave them vulnerable. And I have like a DPS build with that, which probably sucks now, not gonna lie. I love Naja Prime though. Naja Prime is by far one of my absolute favorites. I'd say top 3 frames are probably Loki, Naja, and Ember. I like Ember a lot too. Oh god, leg spike. I never bought a booster. Oh, that's fine. I don't need 4 times XP. Oh yeah, World on Fire. I can show you my Ember. My Ember still has the I have a config, you know, you name the configurations. Yeah, it's World on Fire. My configurations on Ember. One of the I still have my old World on Fire build saved for her, and it's titled Old World on Fire because she had World on Fire. They reworked World on Fire, and then they got rid of World on Fire. I have my original World on Fire build before they reworked it, and then they changed the ability altogether. The airstrike one, or I don't know what it's called, but yeah. Oh, that killed him. Unless someone else killed him. Oh god. Just run, buddy. There's a Meg 6? Okay. It's so long since I've used the Strun. Yeah, all my current goals in this game are just meme goals at this point. Having a build on everything for literally no reason. Shadow Stocky. Come here, buddy. Yeah, Najah used to be from sorties. But no, you get Najah from the dojo research now. So you can literally just buy all the Najah parts and be done with it. So I just bought 8 of everything, I guess. I already owned one Najah. But when Najah was a sortie drop, that's when it was not really worthwhile, but you could trade Najah back in the past, too. I don't know, can you still trade Najah? I don't know. But yeah, Najah's a dojo research right now. They could change it. They always change things around in this game. Yeah, I don't like ESO. ESO bores me a lot. I would go to ESO for power leveling, but the last 2 times I played ESO, I literally fell asleep. Yeah, like I can just throw my 2 and hit enemies, you know, they light on fire, they drop health orbs and energy. Yeah, I also like this more than ESO, because this is just more, like, mind-numbing, you know, I can look over at chat and read it while pretty much doing next to nothing on here, you know? But I like doing here as well. Just so mind-numbing. I love my Ninja, it looks so nice. Maybe that's just me, but I think my Ninja looks nice. Nuke some enemies. Actual damage above level 6. It depends. Are you trying to nuke like an entire crowd or just kill them really quickly? I mean, Exceltra is pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of Exceltra. I use it for fighting Profit Taker. But that's all I use my Exceltra for. I would say Kuva Brahma, but they nerfed that to living hell. Yeah. Are you looking for like a gun, or are you looking for a melee? Because if you're looking for a melee, Cronin Prime all the way. Gun wise, hard to say nowadays. There's so many different ones. Tigris Prime is really good. I mean, you have to reload after every shot, pretty much. You know, double barrel shoots both. So, but yeah, I mean that still does really good against high levels. Tigris Prime for sure. What other ones are there? Tiburon Prime's pretty good. Last I used it like 3 months ago. Actually, no. I've used Tiburon Prime since it came out. Honestly, I mostly just use kit guns for my primaries now. My favorite kit gun is what I named Polnareff, and also like my Rattle Guts one as well. I found both do really good for me. With what I want to do. And my Polnareff, as I call it, it's a tombstone primary. I use that with Mirage, and it just annihilates enemies in Deimos. I also call it the Eye Rape, is the nickname. This is also my backup Najah. The nice thing about this Najah is that I can kill, like, I can DPS pretty much with my first ability by running around circles. It's really nice. Only made a catch moon secondary. Okay. I really like my Polnareff. I should be able to link it. This one I really like a lot. Does it say what parts it has? It doesn't say what parts it has. Kind of sucks. But I really like this one a lot. I can show the actual build for that too. I also like my Zaw Vanilla, as I call it. Another really good kind of like hybrid combo setup. Yeah, I don't even know how to say that weapon name, but yeah, the Infested Ceranos is really good as well. Not the Mutilus Ceranos, the other infested one. And yeah, Lens has the big AoE. But yeah, that Mutilus Ceranos, I kind of forgot about that one. Or not Mutilus, the the other Infested Ceranos. The Probo Ceranos, I'm gonna call it. That one's really good. If I remember right, you hit enemies and like spread to other enemies, and that one did super good. Yeah, the Kuva Nuclear linking. Having the chain reaction shot, it's pretty good as well. Yep. Remembering all the weapons I never play with. Yeah, if you're trying to fight anything really, I don't remember how to get the newer Ceranos. I bought that one with platinum. I just bought that one with platinum. I don't remember how to get that one. But yeah, that one was really good. I feel like anyone nowadays, especially like my rank, just end up buying things. So we're like, we have enough platinum, or we can get enough platinum. We just buy it. Proboscis. Okay. Oh, little buddy. Let's activate my one. Light some people on fire. Touch my fire. Burn. So I'll do my normal Najah DPS. I find that when I use my first ability, at least with this current ability anyway, when I use my first ability and my shooting gallery, and just run around circles like this, it seems to kill the enemies or at least hold them back enough they pretty much die. Very nice. Yeah, bug nose term. Okay. I missed the cat. Look at you, little Strun. You need to look disgusting for me. Mutilist, Alid V, I can't even remember the last time I fought him. Nidus was from something really weird. He was from like a different mission type. Not from Mutilus Ceranos. At least last I farmed Nidus, he was from a mission type. Yeah, game mode in Ares. I don't remember what the game mode's called. But yeah. I haven't farmed Nidus since he came out. It shouldn't be a hive drop. Last I farmed him, he was not a hive drop. But honestly, I consider the game mode worse than hive. I don't mind hive. But if it was like a hive, I don't remember what the name of the game mode is. I remember there's like objectives you kind of like stood by and stuff. Did stuff with, but that's all I remember. When did Nidus come out? 2017? When did Nidus come out? We'll find. Hold on. Nidus release date. 2016? God damn. Yeah, Infested Salvage. Yeah. Okay, Nidus came out 2016. Thought he came out 2017. God, I've been playing this game for longer than I thought I have. Yeah, sustain your objectives. I feel like that's most of this game, though, at this point. You know? Alright, I want to play like I usually do now. I guess if I just play like I usually do, pull this bad boy out. And then again, it's rank 30. I find that whenever I do this, it ends up killing him a lot or weakening him up enough. Also, if you go like this, it prevents them from completely walking past you on all points. It's pretty nice. Don't have much damage though. Yeah, that's pretty much all of Warframe though. I mean, it's kind of nice, but it kind of sucks. It keeps you busy. It's also really boring. That's what necromechs were for me. I mean, I got the necromechs. I mean, I just bought the parts for the necromechs because I got pissed off trying to farm them. But leveling necromechs took me hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. I got so mad leveling up necromechs. Was it worth it to get my profile to say 600 out of 600 or 616 out of 616? It wasn't. It was not worth the hours of grind. Grind of the vaults for the parts, and the other grind of the ranking, and the more grinding of leveling it up, and the necromechs with their max level being level 40, you have to farm them 5 times to get them to level 40. God, it's not fun. Kuva Liches are a lot of fun. I do like doing Kuva Liches. They can be a little annoying to kill. They have definitely aggravated me in the past, but I had a lot of fun fighting Liches. Yeah, I've been playing this game at least actively for about 6 years as well. But it's to the point where I've stopped paying attention to anything that happens in this game. 500% accuracy. But I've stopped paying attention to anything that happens in this game other than new stuff. Like, I go to my profile here. I mean, I still need to finish Railjack and Steel Path. But when I go to my equipment, the 616 out of 616 isn't worth it. None of this is worth it. You know? You look at this and it's like, why did I do any of this? Why did I do this to myself? I most use primary. Oh yeah, Toncore from old Toncore in like 2015, 2016 Toncore. Galantine. Ooh, Sigma's up higher than it used to be. Robotics. Pavat. Arcwing stuff. The mechs are horrendous. Arc guns. Oh god. Takes forever and it sucks. But yeah, going back to the World on Fire earlier. I think it's December. Yeah, I mean, look, my build's still named World on Fire, and then Old World on Fire. Except she doesn't even have World on Fire anymore, it's Inferno now. And then, yeah, Polnareff, we'll just swap loadout. Now, granted, I have a Riven for critical damage, flight speed and critical chance, but I absolutely love this weapon. It does super good for me, and I mean it has corrosive radiation, but it does good enough for me. Oh yeah, you can do an arcane on it too. Yeah, you can rename them. It's really nice for things like not Ember, Nova. Because with Nova you get the Slova and the Speedva. God, it should be this Nova. You know, so mine's named, you know, Slova, Speedva, and Antimatter Nuke. Intermission 3 cred, you spend that for rewards. On here. I have some apparently. How high is my rank? Rank 4. I haven't opened this up once, and I haven't grinded Nightwave once either. What's that emblem? Yeah, you can spend the credits on Kuva or Nightane or Bobbin and other stuff. Mods. Weapon blueprints. Wolf Beacon. This is all I spend my credits on. Kuva. Ooh, a lot of Nova builds. Yeah, I like to use mine just to make sure I know what the build is, because if I don't play the frame for 2 years, if you don't play the frame for 2 years, you come back and you're like, what is this build for again? That's what I use mine for, or at least renaming, anyways. And I know my Trinity blessing DPS, you know. RIP DPS Trinity. You were forever missed. I like to name my builds so I remember what they were for. If I have multiple builds on the same frame, that is. I don't have that on every frame. Forma B. Alright, let's get Scattering in. No, I already have Scattering Inferno. 9 Vigilante. And then Prime Cleanse Grenier, probably. I'd say getting Nidus is worse than getting Octavia. I feel like getting Nidus is a lot worse than getting Octavia. But I don't know if I showed my Polnareff attachments. Tremor, Tombfinger, and Killstream is what my primary kick-on has. Also, do I want to work on my Meme Bronco? No, I'll save my Platinum. I'm not working on the Meme Bronco. And actually, I'm not going to buy a booster. I don't need a booster. We got the free one. I also level up one weapon at a time. Keep track of what I'm doing better than what I was doing before. Let's bring a different frame. Who do I never play? Oberon. I never play Oberon. Never play Octavia. Never play Protea. Never play Revenant. Never. I don't play anyone. It feels like. Bring my Meme Hydroid. Yeah, I got Octavia when she first came out. I actually playing. What's it? Oh god. I don't know if I like that or I hate that. I don't even know I did that. What the fuck? Okay. Umbra? Oh yeah, I have the red. I don't like the red on the sides, but I wanted the scarf red. I like this Equinox. Why do I still have the stash? Shouldn't it be gone? It's gone now! My stash! God damn it. Oh, it's back. Okay, I can somewhat keep my stash. Ooh, one of my favorite builds is, I believe it's this Baruch. I absolutely love this Baruch. So much fun to play with. With Reactive Storm, it gets so overpowered. That Baruch's a lot of fun. Atlas is a lot of fun too. Let's do Ash. We'll do Ash. This is my normal Ash, I believe. Is this? No, I think it's the second build. Yeah. No, third one. Smokescreen. Smokescreen Ash. Okay. And I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that a little bit. God, it's been a while since I played Ash. Who's my least played frame, supposedly by this game? What does this game say is my least played frame? Ivara Prime, Equinox Prime, Garuda, Revenant, Excalibur. I love looking at this. It's like, who do you not play? Everyone. No, Atlas has shield and health. Nidus and Inaros have no shields. Hildren has, I believe, a little bit of health, but pretty much all shields. But Atlas has shield and health. But Atlas is so much fun to play with. I love playing Atlas. I wouldn't say I have a good Atlas build, but using nothing but Landslide on Atlas is a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't really like playing Ash after they reworked him. Yeah, I only play Ash for Smokescreen as I'm a little bored of Loki, so I'm gonna play Ash kind of play. Yeah, my Loki's set up to have infinite invisibility to where the drain everything pays off. Yeah, ever since they reworked Ash, I just stopped playing him altogether. I didn't play him much to begin with, but yeah. Yeah, old Bladestorm I had a lot of fun with. I remember when they reworked the Saren boss fight, the Sedna boss, Kayla to Thame, when they reworked that and you had to do the like arena to get enough points to challenge her or whatever. I remember using old Bladestorm on that, and I believe I used old Bladestorm on the original index before when they did like the index like preview or beta. Before they released the full index, I also played Ash Bladestorm for that. But once they changed Bladestorm, I just stopped using them. Yeah, Saren, I got really lucky with Farm. Oh, I got Saren before they reworked the boss fight for Saren. I got Saren before they reworked her, but my friend Sheep, I joined him on farming Saren. It took us about like 105 runs to get Saren for him. It took us so long. Literally about 105 runs before we got a full Saren set for him. It took so it was so annoying. Yeah, Chroma sucked too. My issue with Chroma was when I was ready to get Chroma, I didn't have clan research on Volt yet, so I couldn't buy the Volt blueprint I needed for Chroma, and that just kind of sucked. And then yeah, Saren also had to farm, I think it was her systems, which was I believe her lowest drop rate part. You had to farm for Chroma. Yeah, that sucked as well. A full-on rip. Chroma can be really good, but a lot of work to grind. Plus, you had to do the quest back in the day too. I think you still have to do the quest with the blueprint, I believe. I don't know why they would change that. I know you can buy the blueprint from Samaris, but yeah. Yeah, Saren Systems, you know, and that's why I told my friend Cheap too, because Saren Systems was the one part we couldn't get, and by the time we got it for Saren, I'm like, you know you're gonna need another one for Chroma, and then we got it like 5 runs after. So like 105 runs. It was really aggravating. Yeah, no, we spent like 3 weeks of just on and off playing and farming for it. Wasn't enjoyable, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I put silence on my Ash. Forgot about that. Put Banshee's silence on Ash. Oh, Equinox? Yeah. I'm dumb enough. At one point, and I'm really happy I did this. At one point, when I had every frame in the game and I had a build on every frame, I got really bored. I didn't know what to do with my time. I decided to spend my entire like month farming 2 of every frame, prime and non-prime. Way back in the day, this was when like void tower keys were still a thing. So happy I got Equinox. Wait, were void tower keys a thing back then? When Equinox was there? Yeah. Ability replacing is fairly simple. You have to own like a duplicate of a normal frame. You cannot sacrifice a prime frame. So if you want to get Equinoxes, if you want to like subsume an Equinox, you gotta farm a second Equinox, craft them, and then kill them. So I'm really happy I did that, because when the subsume feature came out, it was like, oh, if I wanted to subsume a frame for the other ability, I already had 2 of every frame. So all I had to do was kill a frame and I'd get their ability. Which was really nice. And you get infinite uses of the ability once you kill the frame, but you permanently kill the frame, so if you only own 1 Equinox, you kill that Equinox and you have to farm another one again. But if you own Equinox Prime, you have to farm regular Equinox to subsume. Good and bad. But for frames like Nidus that are a complete and utter pain to obtain, it is horrendous. Which is... Actually, no, I have subsumed a Nidus. Never mind. I had to farm another Nidus because I didn't farm it at that point. The subsuming, it's not in the or in the Cambrian drift or whatever, Cambion. It's just in the infested room in your ship, where you go to take off your space herpes, as I call it. Run is 27. Some abilities are really nice though, like Protea. I hated farming Protea. Protea. I hated farming her, but her ability is super good to subsume. She has like one of the best abilities to subsume. Definitely worth it. Hildren can be a little annoying here and there to farm, but Hildren also has another insanely good ability to subsume. Yeah, people like doing Rhino's Roar as well. I'm not the most partial to it. I prefer Mesa's Shooting Gallery over Rhino's Roar. I could probably help you get Argon Crystals. I mean, as long as you're on PC, no doubt. Definitely you can. We can do a survival for him, or we can do a exterminate or something else, you know, all the fun stuff. Yeah. Sweet. Good old PC. Give my 4 a little fun. Yes, you can subsume Yvara's Quiver. I haven't done that myself, but yeah, you can do that one. And they're dead. I liked it a lot more when you were forced to watch the animation. It kind of depends. When I farm for Argon and I only need a few, I usually just do through like an exterminate, and I just look for like an Argon deposit on the ground. Probably not the most efficient, but it's a quick, easy mission. There's usually one deposit on the ground. Sometimes you get it from enemy drop. I can always bring Nidus's, or not Nidus, Necros. Necros is what he's called. Yeah, Wisp's Breach. I have that on... I had a Wisp's... I had the Wisp Breach on one of my abilities, but I don't remember... Or one of my frames. I don't remember what frame, though. Who was it? I think I took it off, though. Yeah, like I mean, I have Silence here on my Ashe. And I have Shooting Gallery on my Najah. Mirage has Protea's Dispensary. You can get some really good abilities. I believe my Saren has Hildren's Barrage. Or Pillage, or whatever it's called. I think it's called Pillage. Yeah, that can definitely be a really good build too. I thought about doing that for my... Because I have 2 Necros Primes. I was going to do that on my second one, but... I've been lazy. Blasted! Alright, sweet. 10 waves. Yeah, Valvin's Teslas. Yep. There's a lot of abilities you can steal. Some of them are worthless. Like, you can steal Loki's Decoy. And I think it's Loki's Decoy, if I remember right. I only use Decoy with Loki with his Switch Teleport. And that's the only reason to use Decoy. And it's like, please at least do, like, Switch Teleport or something more fun, you know? But no, they don't do that. That'd be the fun way of doing it, but they don't do it like that. Actions, polarize, buy Forma, because I don't care about farming Forma, I just spent platinum on it. Alright. It is better than Banish, that's for sure. Limbo, I had a lot of, when they reworked Limbo, made him where you could DPS with him, I had a lot of fun playing with him. That was about it. Did I put anything on my Hildren? No, Hildren's plain. I know Hydroid, I put Larva on my Hydroid, because then you can suck all the enemies into one spot, and then use Undertow, and all the enemies that get sucked into Larva just drop into your Undertow if you go under it. That's like a fun little combo you can do. And I used... what's it called? Grendel. I used... yeah, you can take Wukong's Defy. I haven't done that though. On my Grendel, I took Firewalker from Najah, and then when you go into a giant meatball and roll around, you just literally leaving a burning meatball. And then I got the augment for the dash. Yeah, catapult on here, which just makes it a lot of fun. I wouldn't say this is a good build, but it's a fun build. I also don't know how Grendel works, so. Defy? I think that's Wukong's second ability. Wukong. Which Wukong do I want to equip? Wukong. No, third ability. Second's Cloudwalker. Third ability. RAP Cloudwalker. I think this is my speed Wukong. Yeah. Sprint speed. Last... Yeah, sprint speed, bonus to the aura. Last I used this build, it didn't work. Oh yeah, Defy on Umbra, I can only imagine that, yeah. Here's my second Wukong. Oh god, he's ugly, what the hell? Isn't this my... Yeah, purple Volt. Vauban. Why do I have 3 Vauban Primes? Whatever. I don't know what I'm doing in this game anymore. Yeah, radial blind's pretty good. No, this is my old Excalibur. This is the Excalibur I normally use. Yeah, I never used radial javelin. I remember when people used to use it all the time, but I never liked it. Oh god. WS. This Brook's so much fun. Alright, let me get Necros. What's your name, Lemon, on Warframe? Is it just the hype Lemon? Yeah, you can take Saren's Molt and throw the augment on one of your frames, but it requires a second Saren, you know. That's pretty much the horrible thing about it. You can take the abilities, but it requires a second one. I have an X in here. Yeah, there's a lot of fun ones. Lol. There's the Quiver, Reeve, Resonator. I don't like that. I was curious how Resonator works if you can't. No, it's the Bloody Rose. RIT. If you can't do some of the stuff. DeFi used to when they reworked Wukong, I don't know what they did with it. But it used to be you pretty much just activated it, and if you died, it would like heal you to like 550 health or whatever. And if you died again, it'd give you like 300 health, and you die again, and it's like 100 health, and you just like reset it. Made you invulnerable in the past. I don't know if it still does that, or if it has like a cooldown or something. But yeah. Boop. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what they've done to current buddy. Why do that when I can just go to Desecration? Oh, yeah, and this is my Rattleguts I like a lot. Damage, heat, toxin, 100 munitions, 82 crit. I like this guy. Oh, his passive gives him the 3 extra lives? Yeah. Okay. Perfecto. Then I'll set it to, I like to do friends or invite only. We're gonna take you to some fun places. Alright, I don't know if we'll get 2 or not, but we can do a few runs. Go to Void. Hush up. We'll do it with Exterminate and see if we find any deposits or if it desecrates. This is the only time I bring a Sentinel, is if I'm playing Necros. Let Vacuum do all the work for me. Oh yeah, Piranha. Is this? No, Guandao. Alright, that's what I have on here. Alright, let's go over here, check all these. And defy enemies to attack. Okay. I know Wukong is really good with his first ability now, especially really good. Desecrate, do its job. Hello, little buddy boy. Alright, taunt encounter. Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Wukong when they first reworked him. I don't know if it still works this way, but you could take the just add a ton of speed mods to Wukong, and then you could go insanely fast with this Cloudwalker. But you can't seem to do that anymore. Last I used him anyway, and that really bothered me because I had a lot of fun with that build. Right, nothing around there. Yeah, insane speed. Cloudwalker was one of my absolute favorite things to play with. Nice. Yeah, Wukong ability strength is really, really good. Music, stop playing. Oh god, hold on. Okay, it's 2 heals now? Okay. Oh, we all live together! Loot room. What do you have in here, buddy boy? Open the crates. Argon! Should have got that, because you see me right where it was. Very good, very good. That's 1. I don't know if you have a booster or not. At least 1. Oh, you got the 2? Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Ooh. I wonder how many people know about the rooms up here anymore. This way. I remember going all during the old Void Key days, when you could get 4 prime parts from 1 Void sabotage. I remember coming up here all the time for sabotage caches. Those were the days. Yeah. I'd say, I don't know if you ever did much Void Sabotage missions, but I did those all the time because there's a Tower 1 Void Sabotage where you could get the Nyx Prime Blueprint as a common reward, which was worth 100 ducats at the time. And you could get like 4 of them in 1 run. Oh, the elevator chamber? Yeah. And like this, I don't take the elevator, I just jump. Yeah, there's a lot of little secrets in this game that are really nice. You know, like here you can go over here and say hi to whoever's back here, you know. Yeah, I went super into the Void for parts back in the day. Okay. Yeah, I started actively playing. I played back in beta. But I didn't actively play until, oops. I didn't actively play till... Hello. I didn't actively play until Chroma was the newest frame and Ash Prime had just came out. That was when I started actively playing anyway. Ash Prime was out for like 1 day. I started playing like the day after Ash Prime came out. On this account anyway. Oh yeah, a lot of people love the Gricadas. I never used them much. I had a very slow start in this game. It was my cousin, 2 of his friends and I that all played together. And we didn't play with anyone, we didn't use the wiki or anything, so we did really bad. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't watch anyone play the game. We just played with only us. And nothing went very well for us. Oh yeah, and then you get the dual Gurkatas for extra Gurkata love. And isn't there, yeah, there's the Prisma Gurkata as well. Yeah, there's a Gurkata, Prisma Gurkata. Do we hit X on that? Gurkata, Prisma Gurkata, all the fun stuff. Has all the little loots on the sides. Might as well hit it if I'm here. Yeah, I kind of wish you didn't have to get Prisma pretty much only through Borrow. It'd be nice if you could get it other ways. Oh yeah, that's from my Nightwave too. Look at that. Would you look at that? B8 relic. I don't even know what you drop B8 relic, but you drop something. Why do I have Guandao equipped on this? I should have Cronin. Oh yeah, and then my vanilla. I should show that real quick as well, since I mentioned that earlier. My Za. Equani 2 Jai, the Sikala, and the Plague QR. And then the Plague QR gives it viral by default. Pseudo and Baron, okay. Condition overload for plus melee damage per status type, and then you have 6 different status types on a 100% status build with healing return for health for each status type, 6 status types, and then Exodia Contagion where you can do the airstrike to throw a projectile, yeah, increased damage. So good. Yeah, you can stick with me to level up if you want. We can do public levels. Helps out for sure. I don't know. I think earlier you said you didn't have leveled up though. Yeah, this is a fiery little one. That's for sure. 6 elements, bonus damage, healing you, range, attack speed, full status. It's a stave, I guess, but yeah. Definitely could do that too. I don't know if Lemon wants to get those, but definitely can do that too. Equip the leveling. Run, yep. Let's make this little guy look a little nicer, maybe. Do I have a... Nah, I already got... Done! Perfect. That's how I level up my primary, or customize my primaries nowadays. No effort. Void... Not Void. What am I doing? I like to go here. Recto. Yeah, Sicarus, Ghana, Toxin. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, we can do that too. Anything works, really. It's all fun and games. Yeah, I like to go Hydron. It's almost guaranteed a game. It's kind of mind-numbingly easy. You can just work on it out of reflex and instinct, honestly. And it gets the job done. It's not the fastest, but definitely gets the job done. Oh, I brought Necros again. Ah, well. Extra loot for everyone. Are you a good little doggy? Are you a good little dog? You have some problems. Yeah, Clan to get Wukong and Zephyr and Jha and Volt and Banshee. Is that it? I don't remember if that's it. Yeah, you definitely need a clan for a few of them. Oh yeah, I put Pillage on my Necros. I forgot about that. I got Pillage Necros. Desecrate, Shield of Shadows. I don't think I have the Shield of Shadows augment on here anymore because I never used it. Throw Pillage on my Necros too. Get a ton of overshields. Or the possibility to get a ton of overshields anyway. They're really nice and fun. Got some camping little Grenadier down here. I fit. I'm bringing a desecration, I might as well make use of it. While I can. I don't remember my exact build here, but I know I liked it. I mean, yeah, we can do that once we're done with this run. We can join you on getting some Octavia parts. I'm always down for that. You'll have to be the refresher for the parts, because I haven't farmed Octavia, at least original Octavia anyways, in at least 3 years. It's been a little while. But I'm definitely down, and Lemon definitely seemed down, so. You can either send me a friend request if you want, or I can send you one. Station C of Demo Survival, RIT. Yeah, every 20 minutes, yep. And that's one thing I always forget, you know, you're saying Demo Survival, I forget that it used to be Derelict, you know? It used to be the Derelict missions. And every time I see Demos, I'm like, Demo Survival, I'm like, that's just open world. I'm like, nope, nope, they got rid of Derelict and turned Derelict into Demos. I always forget about that. Still used to, I'm still used to the old, you know, just thinking about crafting keys to go farm Octavia parts. And I don't know if you played way back when, way back when anyway, or if you ever did it, but when Ember Prime used to drop from rotation C of Derelict Defense. God, those were the days. Getting an Ember Prime blueprint from a Derelict Defense. Those were the days. Before she got vaulted too. I remember playing Mesa, when you didn't have to look at the enemies when playing Mesa, and you just sat there and just shot. Those were fun. Yeah, out in the days, yeah. I didn't farm too much, but I remember I really liked Ember, so I farmed to get Ember Prime, and then Ember Prime was going to get vaulted, and my friend Bryson at least had a PC at the time, so I grinded extra hard to make sure he could get a Ember Prime set as well. Most of the grinding I did in this game was back in the days. Nowadays I just see stuff and like, I'll just buy it with platinum. Hydron Bog. Oh yeah. I like me some Hydron. Simple and mind-numbing. Alright, they're dead. Level up the Strun! Then I never use it again. Until they rework all the weapons in this game again. Or I guess all the elements. All up to you. I'm probably going to bring Baruch. Because I love playing my Baruch. I don't remember how good my Baruch is at survivability, but I know I did a Kuva survival for like an hour, I think, with my Baruch. So, survives well enough. Plus, it's such a strong, fun build, too. With the Serene Storm Augment, where it's like plus 320% status chance, and the and it matches to whatever element the enemy is the weakest against. Oh, it's so good. Okay. I like to collect trash Rivens mostly. Those are my favorite ones. One person leaving, that's fine. As long as it's one, I don't mind. As long as it's one, I don't mind. Good enough. Those are always like the best, most rewarding rolls. I think I have. Do I have a Cerberus Riven? I feel like I do. Maybe no. Yeah, Cerberus Cybin. I haven't. I don't know what it has on it or what it does. Been a long time, but I don't think I've done anything with that Riven. It should be unranked, unrolled. I believe. I was gonna do something with it though. I just haven't played with it. Crit chance, slash, and damage. Okay, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Definitely not one to complain about anyway. I really like my Lotto Riven. It's not great. It's definitely not a god tier Riven, but yeah. I was really happy though when Tiburon Prime came out. I had a god tier Riven for the Tiburon Prime. And I sold it for like 3,000 platinum, or for the Tiburon, I sold it for 3,000 platinum the day Tiburon Prime came out. Because I'm like, I like it, but I already have another Tiburon, and I don't use the weapon enough to justify keeping it. I just cashed in like 3,000 platinum off that Riven. It was so nice. Hello, buddies. Hi behind your shield, buddy boy. Wait. Not really anyone left to keep me alive now. Probably should grab these health orbs. I use my health to desecrate. Probably should grab these. It's always those nice feelings of when you sell a Riven for way more than it probably should ever be worth. I'm like, here, I want to sell this, PM me whatever you want to offer me for it, and someone just PM, you know, someone PM like 1,000, someone PM like 1,500, and that guy PM like 3,000. I'm like, taking it. I'm gonna try for more. That's more than enough. I also sold my Cronin Riven recently. I put probably about 50 rolls on my Cronin Riven, didn't get anything I wanted, like, at all. And I'm like, I'm done. I don't care enough. I was just looking at trade chat and I saw someone put in a message saying they want to buy any Cronin Riven for like 800 platinum. I'm like, good enough for me. 50 rolls in, got nothing good. Here you go. Take my 50 rolls, Cronin. It's the Tonfas. Cronin Prime is insanely good, possibly one of the best melees in the game. Right here. Really, really, really good weapon. Rank 13 required, apparently. That's the hardest thing I have with this game now, too, is that if anyone's new to the game, I don't know what to recommend them. Because weapons I used to get, like, at Master Rank 1, or, like, tell people to get at Master Rank 1, you can't get anymore. At, like, Rank 1 or Rank 0. Yeah, Bladed Tonfas. Yeah, because if I remember right, you could get Sybaris at like rank 1, and the hardest part of it was just like the Forma. And then I would usually just gift the Forma to the player. You know, gift the Forma to my friend or whatever, and then let them craft it. Oh, yeah. I know some things, like if you buy Prime Access, you can get stuff. On console, on Xbox, I don't remember. I think I'm like ranked 13, 14, or 15-ish on Xbox. But Piranha Prime was the newest Prime secondary, and that's like my favorite secondary in the game. Besides some of the kit guns you can make. And it's a really good secondary too, so I just bought Prime Access on Xbox. So I could get the Piranha, even though I wasn't, I was like ranked like 2 on Xbox, and I'm like, I can't even craft this or use it, but I'll buy it so I can use it. So sometimes, if it's like an insanely good Prime weapon, it's sometimes worth it. I don't like most of the shotguns in this game. Some of them are good, but I'm not a fan of most. I don't like the Strun. Never liked it in the past. Dracoon I had a meme build with, that's the only reason I used it. I don't like the Brack, I don't like the... yeah. Arcblast, Tigris, and Drac, yeah. Arcblast is decent. Tigris is by far the best shotgun probably in the game. I liked the Heck a lot as well. Come on, bro. I don't know why I don't have Desecrate active, but whatever. My hybrid pet, I can't lose you. You can't get you anymore. Yeah, Tigris is a lot of fun. My friend Sheep just no-lifed the Tigris. He has more kills on one of the Tigrises, on like the first Tigris you get, the regular Tigris, than I have on all the Tigrises combined. Pretty much each of his Tigrises, the Tigris, the Sanctity Tigris, and the Tigris Prime, he has more kills on each one of them individually than I have on all 3 of them combined. It's hilarious to think about. He also has like less than half time in this game than I do too. Yeah, the new Loco Tigris. I feel like that's the Tigris most people forget. I feel like most people get the regular Tigris, and then they get the Tigris Prime, and forget about the Sanctity Tigris. It's a pretty forgettable Tigris, though. And at this point, there's like 3 Pentas, and it's like, what's the point? The weapon's not that great. Yeah, I'm not. I've been in all the syndicates, but I never care about New Loca. They're one of the worst to fight when they raid you or whatever, but they're also like the most annoying syndicate to be into. Let me reload my gun, please. Yeah, Red Veil, I never cared about much either. Because I'm in Perrin and Suda, I believe. Or not Perrin, Arbiters, yeah. Arbiters. Yeah, Arbiters. Almost max standing in there. Yeah, Perrin and Suda. Or Perrin. I always say Perrin. Cephalon and Suda. Cephalon. I'm losing my mind. Cephalon and Suda. This is what I'm in. I'm up in Loka enough that they don't attack me, and that's all I did. I set myself up to where these three would be max rank, and I was up a high enough rank in Loka that they wouldn't attack me. This way, only two different groups can attack. Good and bad. I mean, good, you don't get attacked by, or as often, or, you know, chances are lower, but yeah. So what's your name on PC? And then we can do the Octavia. Also gonna slam a Forma. I'm gonna need to do another Forma after this, aren't I? Because that won't be enough because of the rank. Yeah. Invite, same name. All right. I'll add you as a friend real quick. Friends, add friends. It's like same name makes it easy too. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. And so I can't invite you yet. There we go. Invite. There we go. For survival, I want Farouk. Got a lot of stuff from that. Yeah, with the Affinity Weekend, it should be a lot. Actually, I could play Necros just to make it easier. I'll keep playing Necros because equip. What weapon do I want to bring? Yeah, literally a couple of hours. I'm gonna bring Necros just because of the survivability and simplicity of not worrying about life support. Too lazy to care about life support. I'll bring Wandao. I spell Wandao, or do I want to bring? Let's bring. No, I'll bring Vanilla. Bring in Vanilla. Oh, I gotta rep the fashion frame, eh? I need to get the skins for Wisp. I don't really like my Wisp too much, but I need to get the Penogen skins for her. Then my Wisp would be set. Rhino Primes. I forget of half the stuff I own. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get the one of the. I liked the I liked one of the skins, but I want the headpiece of the other one, so I need to collect both. I believe the headpiece one's just the headpiece though. So yeah, once I get them one day. Yeah. Bring a Necros to make sure this lasts as long as possible anyway. Oh yeah, the good old mission narrative change, yeah. I can't wait for my clan emblem to change, because I put in a request to change it and it got approved, so now I just need to wait for the next update, then it'll be changed. Awesome. Longevity, probably should have brought the Cronin, but this guy will do the job fine enough. If we're lucky, we'll get it. Who knows? I haven't had too much issues getting the Octavia part. I've gotten it about 4 times, I think. Yeah, there is a lot of ancients once you get farther in. I got Shield of Shadows and Shadows of the Dead. I think Shield of Shadows is the augment. Shield of Shadows and Terrify for reviving, which is always nice. Rejuvenation, very nice, very nice. I don't remember what my Necros has, augment or aura-wise. I don't remember. Probably Regenerate or Corrosive Projection, probably. Or Rejuvenate. One of the two, probably. CP. Got it. Yep. Type in chat as well. Hell yeah. One of the two. I should put an Aura Forma on my Necros or some other frame, but pain to get, so and expensive to buy. You little infested. Probably get you some good levels as well on your stuff. Yeah, that's what I felt with, I felt the same way, except it was for isolation vaults. After about 12 hours straight, 2 days in a row of doing nothing but isolation vaults to level up my Necromex, with quad XP, I was just done with my life. I didn't play the game for like a week after that, I was just dead. It was just so infuriating. Let me tell you, if you want to get max mastery with everything max level, Necromex are a giant pain and not worth it. Google weapons are annoying to level up, but they're simple and quick. Necromex, there's no fast way to level them up that's good. Even with quad XP. Yeah. Generally, the only level you need to kill things is Star Chart, you know, through Sortie. It's probably the only really level you need to get to. Anything past that's just overkill. If this game gave you more rewards for surviving longer, I would definitely do it. With the old Void Tower system, Void Key system, I liked it a lot more because with only one person had to bring a survival key, and you'd get a reward every 5 minutes, no matter how long you went with one key, an infinite amount of rewards with one key, and everyone got rewards, which was amazing. And it made it worthwhile. It's like if you could survive a long time, that one key could give you 30 prime parts. But now it's like there's no point in surviving against really high levels other than just not leaving the mission. You don't really get any bonus rewards or anything like crazy. Which is why I really like to really like the old system. for prime part farming. It was super nice. Minimum 20, I'm down to do 40 though. Technically could do an hour. Technically. I've done longer than 2-hour survivals before. I don't remember what melee weapon I used. It was either this one or a different one, I don't remember. That was a solo 2-hour run. There's a lot more enemies with this. Yeah, no, 2 hours in, they're about level 400. So, you can kill them, right? I'd have probably Galatine Prime. I don't remember, though. If I looked at my screenshots, I'd probably find it. I don't know what melee weapon I brought. I can show that, yeah. I don't think I have a very good Reaper Prime build, but I can definitely show it next time. My Reaper Prime build's definitely outdated, I promise you that, though. I haven't used that bad boy in 2 or 3 years. I'd say Cronin Prime is probably better. I can show that one for sure. That one's insanely powerful. But yeah, the higher the crit, super nice. If you get a really high crit and status, you get the critical status. It's just even... Ugh, it's so nice. Super high critical status is insane. I get a nice melee build? Hell yeah. I'd say this vanilla is pretty good. It's not the best right now. It can be reworked a little bit more. With some of the newer changes that have happened to statuses and how things work in this game, but my Cronin build is insanely powerful. I think like 1,800 people have that Cronin build. I'm pretty sure it's like the exact same Cronin build like Tactical Potato and stuff is shown on his channel. But yeah. I got on my, a few of the funny things too, like I made a Necros Prime build and I checked Rob's, or Gay Guy Plays' YouTube channel on his Necros build, and we had like the exact same Necros build, and it was like, oh. I think my favorite story though, build-wise, was my friend Sheep. He was trying to learn how to mod himself, and get better at modding by himself without like looking at my builds for inspiration. So he modded a Excalibur, and he asked me, he sent me a link to his Excalibur build, or like a screenshot to it, and he asked me for recommendations on what I would change in his build, and I looked at it, and it was the exact same Excalibur build I had, and I told him it's the exact same build, I have nothing to change. That's the exact build I'm using on my Excalibur. I don't have anything better for you. You can't get much better than that. That's what I'm using. There might have been a better combination, but it was just really funny that he's just made his own build, and it was the exact same I had. It was just like, ooh. What are the chances? All the mods in the game, we chose the exact same mods. Other than layout, it was the exact same mods, and it was like, yes. He kind of learned, I kind of told him how I mod some things and showed him my builds, and he kind of learned by looking at what I do with my builds, and kind of learning what affects what ability and kind of looking at that himself. And that's kind of how he learned to mod. Kind of copied some of my builds and then started branching out a little bit on his own, experimenting with a few things and going on from there. I don't have the greatest of builds by far. I don't have good builds. A lot of the time I like to look at like better builders than me and then kind of take inspiration from their builds as well. But yeah. Best way to learn how to mod is looking at other people's builds, understanding how it works the way it works, and then branching out from there. Yeah, we reached the point of, wait, there's enemies other than ancients? There's some really annoying and infested in this game, and they just get worse the longer you go. I'm gonna go back to how I normally play whenever I do a really long survival, and that is I swap between my pointer finger and my middle finger and spamming E. And I just don't use shift. I just hold W. No need to sprint. All you need to do is walk forward. A, rude. Knocking me to the ground. Don't approve of that. It hurts my feelings. Yeah, this weapon's definitely not as strong as it used to be. That's fine. Oh, that works. Good enough. Yeah, I should go back and rework this build at some point. It definitely needs some love. I think it's been a year, maybe 2 years since I worked on this build. It definitely needs a relook, a revamp. It's had like a slight revamp here or there, I think, but needs a true relook and redesign. Especially compared to some of the other melees in this game now. Come here, buddy boys. Alid V coordinate. Lucky us. Are those tradable? I forget. I think they are. Or at least they used to be, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the last time I fought Mutilus Alid V. Probably when Sheep first started playing this game, like 3 years ago. Not gonna lie, I completely forget. Been probably at least 3 years since I fought him. We're gonna be here for at least 20 minutes. This is my Zaw that I call Vanilla. The strike is the Plague Key War, which is the main point of this one. With the mods, it has 100% status chance. Get condition overload on here for different damage and for plus damage for each status type, and this has 6 different status types with the 100% status, and then healing return on it. That's kind of the gist of it anyway. Pretty good. It's an older weapon of mine, but it's still pretty good. I'm probably gonna bring Cronin Prime for the next run though. 7th time today? Oh god, I can only imagine. I grinded really hard for the Ash Prime blueprints when it dropped from the back in the day with the Void Towers. Back in the day with the Void Towers, Tower 3 defense, rotation C, so 20 waves would drop a Ash Prime blueprint. I did probably like 150, 200 runs to wave 20, and some of those runs were up to wave 40, just to hope to get the blueprint. And I didn't get it to like somewhere in the 150, 200 range. That was a horrendous farm. Oi, rude. There's some very, very, very mean Eximus units. Yeah, Lemon, if you want to leave at 20, we can leave at 20, or we can keep going. All up to you, I guess. Yeah, if you don't kill them fast enough, they just give you a little hug. That's what DE considers endgame, is just getting knocked down to the point you can't fight back. That's what DE considers endgame. Otherwise, people are just going to kill everything too quickly. Alrighty. Yeah, surviving is essentially 2 options. It's either, you leave at 20 minutes and keep fighting against lower levels just to keep it easier, and you don't have to challenge yourself, or you can go 40 and slightly more of a challenge, or can be more of a challenge, I guess. I don't even know what level these guys are. 38. Alrighty. The 3 strongest frames in 2021. Hard to say. since there's so many in like insanely good frames. Didn't get it. I'd say Necros is definitely one of them because of in terms of farming resources, to spoil to get even more resources and survive like infinitely in these. And you can set it up with like Shields of Shadow or whatever the augment is for his fourth to get damage reduction. And then you can throw other abilities on him to make him even better. So he's insanely good for like farming and still decent survivability for sure. Maybe not DPS wise, but great survivability. You guys want to leave at 20 now, or do you guys want to keep going? Otherwise, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great frames for different situations, really. Yeah, Wisp is also insanely good, too. Super good attack, super good health buffs and survivability. The Shock Reservoir gives stunning, so great crowd control there at points, too. Wisp is insanely good. Ooh, you wanna pull me? Deserve to die now. Close joint, good enough for me. Let's head to extraction then. I would like to say my personal favorite as Loki is one of them, but he's definitely not one of them. Hasn't been reworked in years. Definitely could use some love. But I just want to add him in there because he's a personal favorite of mine. But Necros is amazing for like almost any situation in terms of survivability and farming resources and stuff. But yeah, Excal's 1 gives insanely good mobility. Nova is insanely good for slowing down the enemies and crowd control and making things faster. Yes, sir. 6 redirections. Slowly building up my collection of redirections. 1,700 melee kills. Killed a few guys, it seems. Don't know how many though. We're still on public for that one too. Go to friends only. Just avoid people when you leave at wave 5 or 5 minutes in. All right, I'm gonna change to let's go Cronin because you wanted to see the Cronin Prime build. Here we go. It's my Cronin Prime build. It has no damage mods, which makes it sound like it'd be really bad. But between Virulent and Vicious, or Viral, cut enemy health in half. Plus the really high slash already helps a lot. Condition Overload for increased melee damage with 4 different elements. That's pretty much the damage mod there because of the different elements. Berserker for attack speed on crit. Doesn't have a super high crit, but with Blood Rush, you have like way over 100% crit. Prime Breach just to hit more, Healing Return to keep you alive, and Weeping Wounds for insanely high status. That's your, see here, Duration, Vigilante, yep, that works. Critical chance, crit damage, slash, really good roll in the Cerberus there. You have most of these mods? Perfect. Some of the mods are like mods you don't have. Viral, crit, damage, vigilante. Yeah, I mean, really good. The only thing I would do, and it's like a hit or miss, would be change Vigilante for Split Chamber. But you could do Vigilante or Split Chamber. Other than that, that's almost identical to what I have on mine. Before I rework mine. Nice Rubico Prime. I don't think I have a great Rubico. My Rubico Prime I use for dropships. This is what mine is. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's what I use. Yeah, Split Chamber is what I would personally use on that. Only because the Split Chamber gives you the higher multi-shot. But Vigilante can be nice for that critical bonus. But capacity also prevents you from doing certain mods. But yeah, this is my Rubico. I mean, you could get rid of Prime Shred. If I was to change this build, I would get rid of Prime Shred for one of the Bane mods, like Bane of Grenier, for insanely high damage, or get rid of Hammer Shot for Bane of Grenier. Those are what I would do. But I love using this Rubico for whenever I go do Fortuna, the Venus open world or whatever. I always bring my Rubico. Oh yeah, the one dog meat for sure, for sure. Yeah, whenever I go do an open world, I always bring the Rubico to take down ships. Usually, this guy just annihilates enemy ships in seconds. I love it. But yeah, pretty much a Bane mod if you don't mind changing different Bane mods around or ranking them up. It costs a lot. Not the best build. You can do better here or there. But I like to spam it, and I like to punch through to hit multiple enemies. And I like the Hammer Shot for critical damage and status to get 8.4 crit multiplier. Which is really good. Yeah, that's what it seems like at points. The Shadow. I don't remember which one of these was good. One of these Snuffy Scuffy was good. One of these was really bad. I don't remember which. Unless I'm thinking of my secondary ones. I had one that was good and one that I hated. That's hell. I'm gonna bring the shotgun one. Because why not? And Cronin. Hell yeah. Yeah, a lot of people use Rubico for Eidolons. I've never tried hunting Eidolons with the Rubico. I still use the original one everyone used, the charged one. Lanka. I still use the Lanka for it. But I also don't hunt Eidolons anymore. Yeah, I've seen someone, bring Rubico Prime just one-shot the limb, and it's like, is this a thing? Is this intended? God, my ship's a mess. Hey, doggy. It looks like a cat, but I swear it's a dog. Little fish buddy. Well, that's the wrong wall. Oh, it is. It was when they first added Gavots, you could mix their imprints, and they're no longer obtainable. I do not know the exact drop rates of this part, but last I remember they were low. No one drops the part. It's just once you reach 20 minutes in, it's that reward for 20 minutes in. For rotation C. Because rotations go A, A, B, C. So once you're 20 minutes in, you have a chance of it dropping, getting it. A chance. A very low chance. I assume it's like a 12% chance, I'd assume. I don't remember exactly. $22? Oh god. I was way underestimating that. Yeah, some 22s end up being like a 1% drop chance. How many runs it takes. The wiki also tells you an estimated, okay, it should take you at least, at least this many runs, at most this many runs to get like the set or get this part. And I always go over the maximum runs it should take. and just laugh at the game whenever that happens. Okay, 22 plus 9. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. Was this the primary I liked? I think this was. That was the primary one I liked. Oh yeah. Whenever you put any color, it just stayed black and red. Pretty much any Cuba, or Wraith weapon. Cuba. Any Wraith weapon back in the past, you couldn't do that with. On the left side of the screen, it'll, you know, kind of like how Lotus appears there, it'll say, oh, you got this reward. Or yeah, leftish side. The reward will show up. So that's how we'll know. It's part of the reward for surviving a set amount of time. Yeah, I got it from the event when it first came out, the Ignis Wraith, but my clan didn't get high enough to unlock it in the dojo as research or whatever. So there was a glitch where I could research it, and I researched it, and then they got rid of it. Kind of triggered me. But when that event came out, I was the only active player in the clan. All my friends quit playing by then, so it was really hard to become a top 100 solo clan by myself. Sadly, I didn't make it, but whatever. You can get it for free from other players, usually with trades, so it's not too bad to get. I think you can get it other ways too. I know. I don't remember the other ways, but yeah. I used to just keep a collection of them on me. So if someone ever wanted one, I would have them. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the Ignis Wraith. I remember using it when the punch through was insane, and they kind of nerfed like how the punch through works on it, and I just haven't really used it since. So I don't know how many of like old metas you remember, but one of my favorite old metas was blinding enemies through walls with Mirage. I think I still have the old Mirage build too. Probably around 2015-ish. Yeah, Melee side was definitely one of them. I think it was around 2015-ish. Probably late 2015, early 2016. You could blind enemies through walls with Mirage's Prism. So I set up a build, and it was insane for interception missions, because what you would do is you would activate Prism, throw it out, and then you deactivate it, and it would release like a blinding AoE attack on them. And you could blind enemies through walls, and you would blind the enemies in their spawn, and they would never leave spawn of the interception mission. It was insane. And man, I went so long in interception missions doing that. It was really boring because you sat in the middle of the map just hitting your 4, activating it, counting for like 20 seconds, waiting until the blind would deactivate, and then you would redo it. But they would never leave spawn, they could never capture the objectives. Yeah, Mirage Prime is nuts nowadays. Back in the day, that's, you know, you only did that in Doppelganger's Mirage, but you can do so much more with her now. I need to set up like an insane Mirage though. My Mirage is still only set up for Doppelgangers. Yeah, there's so many really cool builds you can do in this game. Still love me some Speedva. God, I love the Cronin Prime. It's so good. Other than it's slightly shorter range and not insanely moving reach, it's so much fun. You want my opinion on the Gorgon? I don't like the regular one, but the Prisma one can be a lot of fun to use. Not the best, but it's way underrated of a primary. I wouldn't say it's, you know, it's clearly not the best primary in the world, but it's definitely underrated in my mind. Regular one sucks. Prisma one, if modded right, can be good. But its inaccuracy doesn't really help it. I know my friend had a ribbon for it that was like that made it insanely powerful. But yeah. Yeah, it's way worse than Devotion in Apex. Way worse. But yeah. I definitely see the comparison to it. I went to the YouTube autoplays into something copyrighted. YouTube's gonna know to autoplay into what I usually listen to music-wise. Like, no YouTube. Bad. I want Warframe music to listen to. Yeah. Really nice that it's not anymore. And I'm happy to see the Prowler back. I like the Prowler a lot. I believe it was removed during Season 8, if I remember right. Ow. Rude. They're on my energy, enemies. Thank you. Back. I believe it's out of the box, if I remember right, because I was playing Apex just before before this. I believe it came back. I think my music, I think I'm listening to my Warframe music on YouTube right now, and I think it's on the, hey, you haven't, yeah. Video pause, continue watching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Prowler's out of the box, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I saw one of my friends ping it earlier when we were playing Apex just before this Warframe stream. It might be. I like the Prowler a lot, though. I had a lot of fun with that one. Wasn't good with it, but yeah. Might need to double check that. I could have been a different weapon, I just misread the name. Or misremembering it, but yeah. Yeah, the 3 rare weapons are Prowler, Triple Take, and Kraber, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty much an Octane main. I played Apex on console before there was crossplay, because my friend Bryson didn't have a PC. But I'm just starting on PC now. So I'm playing Bloodhound right now. I'm pretty much a Bloodhound Octane player. But Octane's by far my main. But I still haven't even played every character in the game. Yeah, the only 2 characters I actively played, though, were Bloodhound and Octane. When I first started, I played a lot of Pathfinder, but yeah. I've never played Mirage, never played Caustic, never played Gibby. There's a lot of characters I haven't played. Never played Crypto. Never played Rampart. Played Horizon once. Yeah, I remember like Bryson when they reworked Mirage, he started maining Mirage a lot. Mained him enough that when he finally got his heirloom, he or like heirloom shards or whatever, he spent it on Mirage. So, but now he's studying over on PC, so he has no heirloom now. So, yeah, he level 500 on an Xbox with the Mirage heirloom is my friend Bryson, but now he's on PC. I don't remember my level on console. I think I was like 80 or 90 or something on console. I didn't play much. I'm not the biggest Battle Royale person, so... Or PvP shooter, I guess. I mean, gosh darn, for, you know... Warframe, I just melee half the time. I only shoot when I'm using only a gun. Melee is almost always Warframe life. Yeah. The only shooter, like, PvP shooter I've had fun with in the last 10 years is Rainbow Six Siege. So... I love me some Rainbow Six Siege. There's so much fun you can have messing around in Siege, and then I love like the strategic competitive parts of it. It's really boring to watch Pro League Siege, because half the time you're just watching the prep phase for like 1 minute of action, and then it just ends. But I absolutely love playing Siege. And on my computer, I currently have like 40 hours of Siege recordings I need to edit and like upload into a video, but I've been too lazy. Yeah. Like, why is Jaeger the most used? We need to get Jaeger the less used, or make have Wamai get used more as replacements. It's like no. You clearly gotta nerf Jaeger to living hell or something. You gotta do something big. They just can't seem to figure out the right thing. I personally don't know the exact thing to do, but something needs to be changed that will actually make people stop playing Jaeger. Removing ACOG didn't do that. Yeah, reducing it by 1 would definitely help a lot. Could take his, and reduce the, charges on Jaeger's device, too. Instead of being able to shoot out 3 projectiles, shoot out 2 or something, Unless they already did that. I haven't played Siege in about 2 months. They could have done that by now, for all I know. Bryson kept getting pissed off at Siege and almost refuses to play it, and I only have fun in the game when I'm playing with someone, so I just haven't played it in a while. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so not as active as it used to be. In terms of you know, you'd have to throw in like, you know, 2 flashbangs or whatever to, you know, and like a grenade or whatever to disable it, or have like, you know, dumb shit like that. Yeah, I remember the Echo drone change. It never really, I never got bothered by Echo's drone beforehand, but I understood why people were bothered by it. There's a few spots with Echo's drone that just were completely broken if done right. But I usually almost always able to find them. Oh yeah, the Lord Chichanka Almighty, my favorite character. Well, second favorite, my favorite defender is Chichanka. Pre-rework and rework, still my favorite. I just love the character so much. Favorite attacker is Amaru, because I just absolutely love rushing it on sight, watching no one expect it, and then either just dying right away due to a frost trap, which is just hilarious, to me, or actually going in there and just annihilating the team. I just love playing Amaru, it's so much fun. Just to mess around with her ability is so much fun. Not that great of an operator, but fun. I play the game more for fun than all that stuff. Yeah, Sledge was my main attacker when I first got into the game, and I still love Sledge to death. I didn't play much Thatcher. Amaru is by far my most played operator in the entire game. But yeah. I didn't start playing Siege till way later in the game, because I was always afraid I was going to buy the game and then hate it. When I got into the game, I paid attention to like all the old stuff that they did in the game. When did I know the characters. I don't know what year it was, but I started playing like 3 days before like it was like the last 3 days of the season with Warden and Nock. They were the newest characters when I started playing. And then the first characters to come out since I started playing were Amaru and Goyo. I don't remember what season that was. Ember Rise, yeah. Okay. I forget the seasons and all their names, but yeah. Did we start around the same time then? Really interesting if we did then, because that'd be pure coincidence. Okay. Okay, so I kind of started at the very beginning of right before the Ember Rise started, and you started towards the end of Ember Rise. I wasn't even paying attention to what we were getting. I didn't even realize we're on 20. What did we get for 15 minutes? I wasn't even paying attention. Well, we can keep going or leave. Up to you guys. My policy always is no need to fight extra hard enemies if you have no reason to. So if they're harder for you guys, then you can leave. Oh, this weapon shreds them like butter. I love it. Got your scan on the Kavats, I assume? So we can bail. Oh, the fragment. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Hello. Hunter. The target guy just standing there. Very nice. Boop. And it's been a long time since I've done anything for Samaris. Organ cells, endo, relic, fun stuff. This entire game is primed disappointment, if you ask me. I love this game, but sometimes it's painful. I'm gonna bring Baruch for this one. We're gonna have some fun with Baruch. Sure, this is my right. Should be my only. Yeah. 150% crit chance, 120.8 status. Oh yeah. This is the right Baruch. Yeah. Alrighty, sounds good. I should probably go to bed too. It's... I guess you don't see my shift tab. It's 4:45 in the morning for me. So I should probably sleep too. It's always the real gamer hours. Been up for almost 24 hours now. Oh yeah. I woke up at 7:45 a.m. Here I am. Playing Warframe. Baruch buddy. You wake up at noon? Yeah. I just stay up the entire night, honestly. Who knows? I like to try to wake up earlier to get some other stuff done, you know? Hunter! I just need to put these fuckers to sleep. Sleep. Release my restraint. Decimate enemies with my abilities. Oh yeah, here we go. God, I love this. This is so much fun. Nothing stands a damn chance against this Baruch. It's so fun. Probably not too much longer, but might end up being awake longer than I planned. Oh yeah, there's the there's the vault. Anyone bring a dragon key? I'm down to do a few more runs and some stuff, but not gonna be up for way longer anyway. Yeah. They're not too bad though, bringing them. Especially now that you can carry two of them, because, you know, longer ago, way back when, years and years ago, when you could only carry one, and you had to have a squad of 4 to have a 100% chance of opening it. It wasn't fun. Type slash unstuck if you're, like, stuck. You definitely found yourself in a pickle down there, that's for sure. Almost running out of restraint. Technically, I should be putting him to sleep and using my abilities while doing this, but you know. Sleep. Yeah. Stuck way behind there. I don't know how you got back there. But you definitely did. I think you're all the way over here now, too. Yeah, were you following an Iron Mouse ritual or something? So I feel like that's the only way to get back there. Mimicking one of the Iron Mouse rituals. A lot of guys spawning over here. This is nice. Here. Dark secret of Iron Mouses. Oh yeah, Cerberus is such a satisfying gun to use. God, this Baruch's so fun. If you ever get a Baruch, this is so much fun. It's so insanely powerful to use. It's a bit of forma and you need a lot of mods, but man, this is fun. Yeah, even recoil in this game, it's like, if you get like a plus recoil, unless it's like a fully out of gun, and even then it's not horrendous. Never as bad as it seems when you see plus recoil on a Riven. And depending on the weapon, sometimes the negative is a positive too. You get stuck again? Temporarily, anyway. Get on Baruch. Finding a few friends over here. I mean, life support's definitely not as active as it was, but for a 20-minute run, definitely as easy as it needs to be. Depending on the gun, it's a lot of fun. Is what I would say. Cerberus is a lot of fun to use. Tiburon, a lot of fun to use. Stug, despite how bad it is fun. Use a little semen thrower. Stug should be meta. I have a Stug Riven if I remember right. I see gonna make it good. I mean, I'm a big fan of meme, you know. My goal is to make the regular Bronco in this game I have 0 kills with. And my goal is to make the regular Bronco be my most used secondary in the game with 0 kills. Because I can. And I have a Riven that gives me negative, like, 250% damage on the Bronco. So I can guaranteed exact that goal. I don't like the weapon, but impossible to damage an enemy Bronco with 0 kills being my most used weapon is just like a meme and a half. And then I want the Kuva Seer to be my... the Kuva Seer to be my second most used secondary. Because the Seer, I have a plus zoom Riven on, and since the weapon already zooms in like a sniper rifle with a plus zoom, it is just dumb to think about. I want that to be my second most used just because of the memes as well. Trashy Seer being all the way up there, you know. Might do regular Seer because with my Riven, you know, being Kuva Seer, it has less zoom. And I already had some decent use on the original Seer, so I might do the regular one instead of the Kuva, but Kuva is stronger. Also got like the insanely slow attacking plasma sword. I know one YouTuber made a video on it, but it's, you know, slowest attacking melee weapon in the game with a negative 63% attack speed. It's always a lot of fun there too. We having fun yet? Oh, now that I'm playing Baruch, a lot of fun. This little guy, I mean, just keep your ability, you know, keep activating your abilities to have infinite. What's this fourth ability called? Serene Storm. Makes it so much fun. If you ever want to have a fun melee character, the Baruch with this setup is so powerful and so fun. Doesn't seem like fun when you just hit E once and you kill everything, but survive. Bam. Definitely be fun doing this. Also, the amount of AoE and range this thing has. Insane. My restraint is building up. I need to let loose a little bit. Yeah. Doing the hero quest? How are you enjoying it? You enjoying it? Pretty interesting quest. Oh god. Rude enemies, rude. Definitely a unique quest. Sure. There's a few weird parts of the quest, from what I remember, though, that just made no sense. Yeah, my restraint's back.
Additional life support has arrived.
Yeah, you go underground, just a bunch of chains and stuff, and it's like, is this dummy mommy's home, or whose home is this, you know? Was the Deadlock Protocol, which one was that one again? Was that Protea, or was that someone else? I forget. No, I don't think it was Protea. Oh, it was? Yeah. That one was interesting with the hands and other realm and stuff. Not my favorite. My favorite quest is Second Dream, but I feel like that's everybody's favorite quest in this game. Yes, Red Veil Mom. That is the nice thing about the Hero quest, is you get Red Veil Mommy. You like the War Within? Wasn't bad. I like to call it the Wait Within, really. Because God, I waited years for that. No, it wasn't that long. It was a long wait though. Being prompts it super early on and stuff like that. I didn't like the Wait Within as much as I probably would have if I didn't wait and wait and wait for it. Since it was supposed to come out and then it ended up being like a year and a half delayed, it felt like. Kind of just made made me feel like just waiting every day, thinking about it, and just hoping for it, and getting all hyped up for it, and then it coming out wasn't everything I hoped for. But that's only because I waited so long for the quest to come out. But I know for sure if the quest was already out and I was playing the game for the first time, I know I would have loved it. If I didn't have to wait like over a year for it. Yeah. They could have easily done that for the Chimera, but they didn't, thankfully. There's a reason War Within was nicknamed the Wait Within. And that's how long the wait was. People just changed the name. There's a reason Digital Extremes is known as DE Laid. They would always delay their updates. It got so bad that the devs were just like, we're not going to tell you when an update's supposed to come out, because it's just going to get delayed anyway. They would always give an update, like release time frame, then always got delayed by like 3 months, and it's like, yeah, we're just going to stop giving you time frames on releases. Yep. Just like with that. Exactly. Delayed. DE laid. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah. Pretty much is the new wait. We have the Wait Within, now we have the new wait. I think it's kind of bad with how bad Digital Extremes is with updates. That literally, their new their entire company is pretty much just DE laid. Fairly new to Warframe. I like it. I like it. Fun game, hard to get into. Maybe. We definitely have a lot of mommy issues in this game. Between Lotus abandoning us and all that stuff. I want the devs to do something more with Stalker, though. I just want them buffed stronger. Yeah, I had a beta account a long time ago, quit playing for 2 years, came back and needed an account, made this one, and pretty much just stuck with this one. I have a few like alternate accounts on PC, but that was before you could view mastery rank requirements, because back in the day you couldn't look at mastery rank requirements unless you were not a high enough rank. If you were a high enough rank to use it, it didn't tell you what rank you needed to use it. I had an alt account pretty much just so I didn't have to go to the wiki. I just had to log into that account and then go, okay, this is the rank, and then log back in my other account. But I'm like rank 13 or 15 or something like that on Xbox, and rank 1 on I think I'm rank 1 or rank 0 on Nintendo Switch. But I do want to get rank 30 on every account. Just for the memes, really. Being master rank 30 on 3 different platforms is just stupid. Like, why not do it? I'll put you guys to sleep. Let my change my restraint a little bit, you know? Yeah, it'd be painful, especially playing on the Switch. Playing with the controller makes it painful to begin with, because this game to me is a must-be keyboard and mouse game. But playing on Switch, oh god, it's not fun. Sadly, when you could duplicate your account to the other consoles, I didn't have a console of Switch or Xbox or PlayStation at the time. So I never got to duplicate my account. So it's starting from ground up, having to get every mod, every weapon, every frame, everything leveled up, all over again. It would take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to do. You guys are prepared. One day this game will bless us. One day. But today does not seem to be the day. Well, you have fun. Going to bed. As much fun as you can sleeping, you know. Relax. Enjoy yourself. All of the fun. Release. Right. Goodbye, Baruch. Nice knowing you. Yep, take care. Have fun. Enjoying yourself. Relaxing from this hellhole of a game. I don't know why I'm searching Najah. He's literally like right under Necros. I'm done to do probably another run or two of Hydron, maybe. Finish my strun. Then I'll probably go gear down as well. I crack my neck. Mural sensors and plastids, we can definitely do that as well. Neural sensors, the mural like you typed. Yeah, neural sensors, yeah, we can definitely do that. I need to remember though. What was it? What's the best place? I know I used to get neural sensors from Jupiter, was it? Yeah. Can't get plastids there. Any place that drops both? I don't remember. I always went to Uranus for plastids. Alright, how many do you need for the new frame? That'll help help narrow down the count for sure. Because I always went to Uranus for plastids and Jupiter for neural sensors. In the past, anyway. There's probably better locations now. "3 days for Octavia. The weight of Warframe." The waiting game is really all this game is. Thank you. 4,000 plastids and 1 neural. Let's get that neural quick then. I used to always just... Oh yeah. I used to always just fight the boss, but I guess they changed... No, we still have a lot V. Let's go fight a lot V. That's who I... Oop. That is solo and not friends only. There you go. Who do I want to bring? 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 This let out. I haven't played Valkyr in forever. I don't. Yeah, I never even finished the Talon Claws. I don't think I have like. Yeah, I don't have like any mods on the Talon Claws either. It's always the surprise that excites people, right? No. Yes. No. I don't know. But. Ceranos. Use that guy in a while. I'll just take that. I'll just take that. Good enough. Session on existence. Here, let me do this. Let me do this. Public. Shouldn't change much. Invite. There we go. Perfecto. Sweet, you're max level on everything too. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let's fight a Lod. Pretty much my old, almost old Alid V loadout. Okay, I just brought Valkyr and clawed him. I'm gonna go back to this one. So just the base game playlist. Here we go.
So it's into the void now, me girls and me boys, from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
Bolt buddy.
Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Our sailing ships for the
I forgot this gun only has 11, or bow only has 11 shots.
there's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Friendship door. Hello, guys. Oh yeah, this room. Hey, I forgot they're trying to change the boss arena.
Hey, big fat fish.
Oh god. Fruit! We're getting some BS apricot there. Oh, such a good bow. Yeah, neurosensor drop. I got neurosensors somewhere. Probably from Alad, which is why I always fight him. Assuming you got that as well. Hopefully. Such an easy fight, too. Bring little kitty. Probably finished my Talons build for once. What used to be my main frame, I don't even have a finished Talons build on. 2 Neurals. I don't even have a booster, so. Yep, perfecto. Helps I have the booster. Oh, we have an angry Stalker. Stalker is very unhappy that I killed Alad. Oops. Alright. Leveling. By leveling, I mean Necrostem. Alright. Do you need any polymer bundle as well? I used to always use Usur. Because you get polymer and plastic, which is super useful. At both. But otherwise, there's Saturn and other places as well. But I like to go to Uranus Usur because of the bonus for the drop chance on resources, as well as you get plastids, which are super useful for like energy boosters, as well as plastids. Alrighty, we're gonna do my anus, alright. Now we do Steel Path. Oh god, Steel Path sucks. Now there might be one issue with this. It might require you to have an Arcwing. I assume that's what it's giving you. Oh, maybe not. Perfect. Issue with Uranus sometimes, especially with like super early on, is that you need an Arcwing. Oh, you do? Perfect. And so you need an Arcwing for certain parts of the area. I've tried taking like really low ranked people here before, but they didn't have Arcwing, so we couldn't do anything, which isn't the greatest, you know. Alright, let's find a good area to survive. And we'll hang out in an area for resources and all that stuff. Good area just to kill. Could have bought a resource boost if we're gonna be doing this. Helps me out with polymer. I always need polymer. You got like a 500,000 plastids, but polymer, I always go through that. I don't like this room. Dead end. Dead end room right here. I like to look for rooms that, oh god, I shot my gun, that fit really well with my build. Get a room that fits the build, it's perfect for size. Oh yeah, revisited Necros. He actually spends most of his time planting potatoes, actually. He's a professional Irishman. And his favorite video game is actually Farm Together. He likes to farm with other people. Believe it or not. I love playing Farm Together. It's such a fun game. I don't know if any of you have ever played Farm Together, but man, I love that game. Hello. I want to survive over here. I like this area for surviving and camping. Mods are covering up everything. Great. Yeah, love that. There's not too much of a crazy difference. Status is really good for bypassing things such as enemy armor, which is insanely good for really high level. Get viral on it, cuts their health in half. Get affected by slash, bleed, damage them through their armor, like because their armor doesn't exist if they get hit by a slash proc, which is really good. But criticals with slashes are super good because you can get a critical status. So you can have critical damage slash, which is insanely good. But it's not. That's about the biggest difference from what I've seen. I mean, crit can be really good early on, but this build relies on critical statuses. I have over 100% chance on crit and over 100% chance on status, so pretty much every time I hit an enemy, it's a critical status. I have 100% chance to crit and 100% chance to do a status. It's always a critical status on this build. The critical just does more damage, obviously, so. Generally speaking, yeah. If the weapon is more of a status weapon, just mod it for status. If it's more of a crit weapon, mod it for crit. Most of the time. Melee weapons with Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush, you can do critical, like insanely powerful critical status weapons. Which is what this one is. But you can't really do that with too many primaries. Primary wise, the weapon can get to like 75% status, 75% crit. I'll used to do a critical status primary. But sometimes I'll get, if I can get high crit on a primary and I can get like a 50% status on the primary, I'll still do like a critical hybrid and a primary or secondary. But melee is the absolute king in Warframe in terms of DPS. Spam that melee. I was about to freak out for a second. I saw I got a Discord notification, and I thought it was a notification saying Snuffy went live, but no, it was a notification from my friend Bryson sending me a message earlier. I just haven't looked at it yet. I was about to get excited, thinking, "Yay, Snuffy did go live today," but nope. Bryson, not Snuffy. God damn it. Damn you, Bryson, you have to get my excitement up. I can revive you, don't worry. It also works. I have a bad habit of fat fingering whenever I hit 2. Hit 2 and 3. Deactivating Desecrate. Fat fingered it. All my priorities straight. If I see Snuffy go live, I drop everything I'm doing and open up the stream. It is and it isn't. It's definitely a really strong bow. But from what I've used of it, I wouldn't say it's like worth like getting right away as like a must-use bow. It's definitely good, but it's not like drop your pants good. At least in my mind. But in one way, you can also say, no matter what, every weapon is worth the farm for the mastery rank. But technically, once you're mastery rank 18, there's literally like no reason to get mastery anymore. Because once you're rank 18, you can use like every ribbon that exists. You can pretty much get every weapon in the game and stuff like that. So if you want to get to master rank 30 as fast as possible, it's drop your pants good, but not that good. Only for mastery, you know. I used it, I had a lot of fun with it, but I only really used it around like launch as like, you know, I feel like my use of it was more of like a launch hype than anything. Never used it much past or much after release of the weapon. Definitely had a really good critical on it, but with just critical, you know, it wasn't always enough to kill him. But there has been some slight damage changes since I've last used the weapon, so it might be better than the last time I used it, but I don't think it's going to be astronomically better. Don't worry, I can revive you. Just don't want to go through all your revives. So once you're out of revives, you're out. No more resources for you when you're out. Wait, got my gun. Anyone estimated Snuffy's size yet? What size are we talking about? Like height size, you know, booba size, foot size, leg length. Oh god. We've seen Snuffy's legs on stream before. She goes like show under the camera, like under the table to show kimchi. Actually, Snuffy might not have been live today because I believe she said this weekend she was picking up Kimchi's sister. So that might have been why Snuffy wasn't live today. She might have been picking up or taking care of Kimchi's sister. I don't know if they're actually sister kitties, but we'll call them sisters. Look at that. 15. Neo. Oh wait. Wanna die? I'm gonna die if you pull me. And I was playing on autopilot right there. I just zoned out. I was moving around. I love the autopilot mode. Who wants to die today? Oh yeah, autopilot gamer zone. Welcome to Warframe, where you just zone out and just go. You don't think about what you're doing. You're just used to going around the same areas over and over again, and just muscle memory. And you pretty much fall asleep just spamming E and subconsciously still moving your mouse in the correct angles and directions. That's Warframe. Also, where so much is happening on the screen sometimes that you just can't see what's even happening. You just crisscross your eyes, just going, I see everything. A full-on gamer zone. The tankiest frame, it's hard to say. Equinox isn't that tanky. I don't know why I'm saying Equinox, I'm thinking Necros. Necros can be really tanky with the right setup. Because you can get health conversion for increased armor. You can get you know, health conversion for increased armor. You can throw Hildren's pillage on here for increased shield. We're good. All right, let's head to extraction. If you get the augment for the 4th ability on Necros, you can get like 45 or like 49% damage reduction or something like that. So Necros is definitely really tanky. Hildren can also be really tanky with the amount of overshield you can get. Inaros is super tanky as well with the right setup. My Inaros Prime is set up for Steel Path missions, and that's really tanky right there. Oh, my game's glitched. There we go. I guess it kind of depends. In terms of mod layout and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we did get about 2,000. And since you have a booster, you should have about 4,000. Sweet. Oberon can also be really tanky, because with Oberon you can do Renewal and Hallowed Ground to give bonus armor, and then the Renewal also keeps you alive. But I'd say probably my personal tank would be probably Inaros. This is my Steel Path setup. And with this build, you know, adaptation for damage resistance, and then health, armor, health, conversion. That could also be the other mod. And then Scarab Swarm for bonus armor for each effect resisted. Can be insanely tanky with Guardian. This is what I use for Steel Path with Cronin. So personally, I would probably say Inaros, just because of the amount of survivability he has with the amount of health, and then the armor, and then stacking things up, and adaptation and stuff is just insane. And literally the only mod I have on here for ability is Stretch for the first ability, really. Because then you can do that and then finish them and heal yourself. So I personally would say Inaros. But Universe is really tanky in that kind of aspect. Hildren's tanky. In her own aspect, Pillage giving you bonus shield. You know, insane amounts of shield and stuff like that. And already having a really high amount of shields as well. Chroma can also be really tanky if used right. Because you can get a ton of, I mean, like right there, you can get 847% armor increase with Vex armor. And then you can use, if you're using a cold chroma with elemental ward, you can get another 363 armor. So, let me check out your message. Yep, you have a great night as well, Lemon. I'm gonna go to sleep most likely as well, so. I wouldn't say this is the best chroma build. This is my more Eidolon Hunter one. But that's for the armor and damage bonuses. But yeah, he can be decently tanky as well. A lot of tanky guys. And like Najah and Rhino, you can activate the ability and then charge it up. So, yep, you have a great night. I'm probably gonna go to bed as well since it's 5:42 in the morning. So yeah, there's a lot of tanky frames in this game. And it's gonna be tanky if you keep yourself healed while using. So, Atlas is a lot of fun. I wouldn't say the tankiest of the tankiest, but use Petrify and then absorb the stones that drop. Definitely tanky as well. Oh god, that's my ugly Atlas. Oh god, get away. There's a good looking Atlas. So, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for chatting and having fun and vibing. And,